everybody, and welcome back once again to Let's Play F1 Manager, which actually could be the final session, depending on what happens with the points. Lewis Hamilton is currently 63 points ahead of Lando Norris in the Drivers' Championship. There's 3 races to go, which means there's a potential 78 points up for grabs if you count the fastest lap point. So it is mathematically still possible for Lando to do it. He'll have to be no more than 52 points behind at the end of this race, otherwise the championship is over. So we have the constructors' title is already wrapped up, so that's a done deal. So this is where we currently stand. As you'll notice at the bottom, the starting positions after qualifying for the Mexican Grand Prix here. Lewis Hamilton in 16th position. What happened there, do you think? I might have forgot to change the engines and stuff for qualifying. Yes, I did. So had the battered parts in there for Lewis's qualifying. So he's starting 16th, not the back of the grid where he qualified because of penalties. Otherwise, he'd have been at the back, driving round with a knackered engine that had less than 4% life left in it. Not going to qualify well there, are you? Anyway, so Lando scraped through Q1, and then we remembered to put the right parts back into him for Q2 and Q3. He qualified in P2. Now, I'll show you something relatively interesting, in fact, when it comes to qualifying here. And the interesting thing is, even when Lando was when we had the right parts put in, and he was allowed to be unleashed at full speed, he still qualified 0.3 behind Max Verstappen. Now, Max Verstappen is suffering with penalties here, so maybe he has new engine, new gearbox, brand spanking new, whereas we're just using our worn stuff now. 50%, 60% wear, but it's still worn, so maybe he's got fresh, fresh engine parts in there. But yeah, he's been the man with the plan the entire qualifying. Nobody has been able to get within 0.3 of him, including ourselves. So that's interesting to see. Well, he's suffering a penalty, so may not be able to do much in the race, but yeah, we're not the fastest car this weekend, it seems, which is for the first time in quite some time. But we'll see what happens in the race. Qualifying strategy, for the race is the bog standard, medium onto hard. Sticking with Old Faithful here. Drivers pushing off the line. Without further ado, let's dive in. Let's see what the Mexican Grand Prix brings. Hamilton's got some work to do. Lando needs to capitalise. Let's see what happens.
Quite a few clouds overhead as we look at the lineup on the grid.
No, we don't.
This is it. Here we go with the
Mexican
Grand Prix.
Look at the two Mercedes up there because of the penalties of the other cars.
Well,
rough and racing. Here we go. Well, ride on board with Lewis Hamilton, who's way down the field. May have a few more cars to pass. How's Norris doing? Is he out in front? Yes, he is. Does he have a bit of a lead? Yes, he does. Will he go into the first corner? Into the lead. Let's have a look round the outside. He's got a Ferrari that's trying to challenge, but it looks like he was doing just fine. Lewis Hamilton side by side with an Aston Martin here. Lance Stroll, get out the flipping way, is what we're saying here, as we go down here to sort of slow corner, whatever it's called, I don't know, but it looks like we have Stroll still not conceding that position without a fight. Get out of it, Sonny Jim, what do you think you're doing? Who do you think you're playing with? So it looks like Norris has stayed ahead. Carlos Sainz is already more than a second behind, so Norris is going to start to just turn things down a little bit.
Just be careful with this tyre.
Not too much though. Look at that, streaking out. Where are you now, Max, with your penalties? Ha bring it on. He might scythe his way through the field yet. Let's not get too excited. He was looking mighty quick in qualifying, but at the end of the first lap, Lando Norris comes around, crosses the line 1.6 seconds ahead of his nearest rival, which is the Ferrari of Carlos Sainz. We've got George Russell in the improved Mercedes, much improved over the past 3 races or so now. He's in P3 and he is looking pretty good. Pretty good for his P3 there. He's keeping up with the Ferrari. It's not as if he's being outpaced here. We've got Daniel Ricciardo who's up in P4, which is dizzy heights for Daniel Ricciardo. You know, Russell has been the lead Mercedes the one that's been performing quite well. Ricciardo's been a bit further down the grid, but today he is up in P4 for a Mercedes 3-4, which is pretty decent there. Got Charles Leclerc in 5th, we've got Ocon in 6th, and we've got Verstappen in P7, no DRS at the moment, so he's finding it quite difficult to make his way forward. Lewis Hamilton is pushing at the moment, which is probably a waste of toys at the moment, because it's difficult to pass without the DRS on this track, it seems. So we're just going to just be patient, wait for that DRS to be given to us, and then we'll start to manage Hamilton's way through the field. Right, let's get ourselves on board with Hamilton now, because we do have DRS. Now the only issue is, so does Mick Schumacher. So, oh, we've got an incident. What's happened? What the hell's happened? We've got a safety car here. Something's gone quite amiss. Multiple cars have crashed here. This could be quite the drama. Oh, what's happened? It caused a traffic jam. Whatever it was.
It's a collision.
Let's have a look at who it involved. Let's take a closer look.
Okay, so there we have the Alpine.
It's the Alpine of Ocon, is that? Oh, and it's a triple header.
The collision. It's caused absolute carnage.
Triple header, 3 cars in collision, and Stroll is out of the race, who was racing side by side with Hamilton at one point. You got Gasly out of the race, and Alonso there with the penalty. He's the Alpine that caused that bit of a schmozzle. Oh dear. Well, obviously, it's far too early to be doing anything with pit stops, so
there's been a crash.
We'll resume when the safety car is going to be coming back in again. So join me shortly. Okay.
In this lap.
Safety car in this lap. You heard it there from Bono's own lips. We'll be starting lap 6. The safety car is going in. So let's get ourselves on the attack.
Just a reminder how late the line is. No overtaking till the line.
Let's go. Let's go, 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 go. It looks like Norris would already be going. Norris is already putting his foot down. Look how close! Look how close that queue of cars was. It looks like Norris has not gone at the right time to me, but anyway, it's backing the field right up. We've got late breakers here. Oh, it looks like we've got we've got the sound of crashing. Oh, there's an incident. There's an incident. There's an incident here. People have gone off. All sorts of drama. We saw the smoke. We saw the lockup. It looked like it was one of the. It looks like it was one of the Mercedes outbraking himself, pushing Sainz wide. Off he goes. Oh.
My words, there'll be questions asked about that later.
Bit of drama there. Bit of drama. It was Russell. It was Russell that was outbraked himself. Norris streaking away. Hamilton up to P13 as a result of these incidents here, which is perfectly fine. We're going to go to standard and balance. We're going to wait for the DRS situation to transpire. Norris is just going to get a bit of a gap to Ricciardo, although we can probably already start to bring stuff down a little bit with Lando. Look at that. If his second rival is Daniel Ricciardo, this is going to be... Don't say it. Don't even dare. I'm keeping my mouth shut. Right, anyway, let's carry on. We're on lap 6 of 71. It's a long race. Hamilton, for the strategy, you may realise, the more eagle-eyed amongst you, because I don't think I mentioned it in the start of the session, is that we've given Hamilton an extra lap of fuel.
DRS has been enabled.
To enable him to have more opportunity to use the push option to get past the cars ahead of him. Right, Mick Schumacher is more than a second behind Vesti, which means he probably will not get DRS, which means that when we do, we should be able to cruise on by. So let us get ourselves nice and prepared. I don't know where the second DRS line is on this circuit, but I think it could well be down this straight. Let's have a look here. Do we get DRS down here? It's a shorter straight than the pit straight. I don't think we do get DRS down here, but nonetheless it looked like we were about to make a pass without DRS regardless, and we may well be. Let's have a look at here. We're side by side with Mick Schumacher, and now we're ahead. Job is a good one. We power our way now through this bit more of a twisty section. I think the second DRS zone might be down this particular straight, which makes no
McLaren
sense.
gain a position.
This is even shorter. This is not even a straight. It can't just be the one DRS zone on this track, can it? I'm sure there was at least two. Here. Yeah, it is this one. But this is like really, really short. Oh, I thought we were going to get him there. It's really short, but we're still going to get you because, hey, we are on the charge. No, we're still pushing. We're still pushing. The sort of twisty, turny stadium section. Sharp right there. Round, 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 round. And now we've got one of the longest straights in the F1 calendar coming up. Here we go. DRS will be open now. And we are trying to get past Vesti. But Vesti has got DRS on the car in front, so we are looking like it's looking pretty tough there. Let's go back down to neutral, balanced and standard for the time being. Norris out in front cruising, we don't have to worry about him. There is DRS down the street, I thought there was. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we know we just get ourselves nice and prepared then. The only is, as we say, the only issue we've got here is this old train situation. Which means that we don't get too much of an advantage of the cars in front of us because they have DRS too, you see. Let's just get rid of that preview screen. It's a bit choppy in my eye line. Stuttering away it is. That's what we don't need right now. Right. Anyway. This could be a long race for Hamilton if he can't find a way past cars that are in this blasted train. But I think what we might have to do is we might have to cut away from this and rejoin when we actually make some forward moves because it's looking pretty tough at the moment. I mean, we haven't turned things up to the maximum, but I don't see the point when we're going to struggle to get past even with DRS at the moment. So we will rejoin when something happens, and hopefully that something will be Hamilton making a move. Join me very shortly. Okay folks, we're right close to Vesti here, and it looks like we're going to make a move on lap 11. Lap 11, we have made a move on Vesti. We seem to be getting slowed down by Perez here. He seems to be holding up this little pack of cars, which makes me think that he's got some kind of an issue. Some kind of an issue Perez must have here, damage or something, but he's holding up a Williams and an Alfa Romeo, which makes me believe that there is something quite amiss here. So Lewis Hamilton, as things currently stand, is made his way past Vesti. He's in P11. We've got to make sure that Vesti doesn't get anywhere near us here. But what we're going to do now is we're going to have to just harvest a little bit here.
So just charge that pack.
We're just going to harvest a little bit.
Okay.
To get some ERS back, so we can use that in hopefully passing Bottas. But yeah, what we did is we just put him in overtake mode, pushed him all out with a tyre pushing, you know, reduced the lift and coast completely, and he managed to squeeze past Bottas there, past Vesti, sorry. So yeah, Bottas next in our eye line. So rejoin when hopefully we've orchestrated a move past the Alfa Romeo. Okay, folks, we're on lap 13. And it looks like we were going to try to make a move on Bottas there, but Bottas came across onto the racing line and halted, checked our momentum. But we are looking pretty good, looking like we are all, you know, ducking, dodging, bobbing, weaving here. Can we get him? This is where we got Vesti through this complex. We were close like this, took round the outside, put the foot down, and it's exactly the same manoeuvre. It's the same manoeuvre. Hamilton making his way past Bottas in very much the same way that he made his way past Vesti, and now we're going to go into neutral, we're going to go to balance, we're going to go to standard, we're just going to just a bit of cooling it down, and then we'll make our move again. As you can see, Perez has fallen behind, so no, the sun is coming out. I don't know how my face is going to look right now. Probably very bright, I would suggest. But there you go. I haven't got the previous screen, you see. So anyway, it's getting very bright. In fact, I'll shut the damn blinds here. Comes to something, you've got to shut the sun out, isn't it? You know, we've had a lack of sun for weeks, and now it comes out, get away from me. Not now. Come out in half an hour when an hour when I finish recording. Right, here we go. I'm losing track of what's going on here because I'm too busy doing something else, and I should be pushing with Hamilton down that straight. We could have probably passed Perez there. Hamilton caught sleeping. Me sleeping. Right, okay. Right, okay. We're at the same bit that we usually push past people, so we're going to go same again.
Increase in lift and coast just a little.
This is the sector where we make it count against Vesti and Bottas. Can we make it count against Perez? No, because we're not close enough. No siree. Right, okay. We've got some battling going on here. Oh, Verstappen is making his way through the field. With, don't forget... Oh, hang on! Whoa, sorry about that. Headphone users. Yes, I thought we were going to get him there for a second. Right, okay, we're going to have to just balance this again. We'll be back. Right, Norris is... Verstappen has scythed his way through the field. He is up to P2. Now, remember what I said about Verstappen. He's clearly taken fresh engine parts, taken his penalty, was 3/10 of a lap quicker than us in qualifying. This could be pretty bad. This could be him starting to make a beeline for us. So we're just gonna, with Lando Norris, start to make a little bit of push. Just a little bit of push with Lando, because we've got a very quick Max Verstappen behind us, and that's going to be quite dangerous, actually. Right, it looks like Perez has got back past Tsunoda, as we now look to see if we can get our way past Tsunoda now. I think we're a little bit too far away here. Now Perez has suddenly put his foot down. Perez is probably conserving all this time. Ha ha, I had you lulled into a false sense of security. Now I'm out of here. Right, so it looks like Tsunoda is falling away from Perez, which means that if we can get our way close enough to him for when he loses DRS, but he's not lost DRS yet. We'll just keep going. We'll just keep going for now. Somebody's locked up apparently. Who is it? Who is it? It looks like it's Verstappen, Leclerc. Who? Oh, it's Vesti.
Yellow flags.
Whoopie-doo. Right, here we go. Oh, Perez has jinked in front of us, so it looked like we might have been able to make a move on Perez there, but no. Not on this occasion. Right, let's go. Let's go. We're 60% with the tyre life. We're looking a bit marginal with the tyres at the minute, but this is where we can get the cars ahead of us. This is where we have been successful in the past. We're quite close to Perez. This is where... Ooh, not quite close enough, but can we make a lunge at the inside? Can we make a lunge? Yes, we can. Can we put the foot down? Can we put the foot down? We've got the DRS, surely now with the DRS. Up the inside, up the inside. This is for position. This could be vital because if we can get ahead of Perez, we will be in prime spot to have a go at the Williams, who will not have DRS, and we will have it down the straight. But look at that, Perez fighting back round the outside, and he's got us. He has got us here. We are looking like we are going to lose a position to Bottas at this rate. Hang on a second. Hang on just a moment. We're tucking in behind Bottas. We've lost a position.
Yeah, don't sweat it, Lewis. Don't sweat it.
Oh, this is catastrophic. Oh, absolute catastrophe here. Looking like we could have gained and we've now ended up losing. Right, okay, anyway. We can see what's happening here. So, once again, we'll cut to when something happens. Come back soon. Oh, hang on! Just something has just happened. Tsunoda's gone off. Well, hey, we're up a position. Back again soon. Right, folks, we've got our first pitter of the race, Daniel Ricciardo, coming into the pits. Let's have a look at the tyre life. We've got people on 68%, 50% soft-tyred runners there, so a bit early for Daniel Ricciardo, but there you go. We got Verstappen is closing the gap to Norris. It was up to 5 seconds. A lot of people pitting here. A lot of people pitting, which makes me think it's time for us to actually probably go aggressive, push on the tyres with Hamilton. Extend this first stint a little bit. Lots of people pitting. We've fallen back 2 seconds behind Perez, but I think we need to I think we need to go. We need to go hard here. This is a chance for us now to use the pace of our vehicle. They're all going to come out on fresh, hard tyres, if you would imagine. So they're going to have the edge when it comes to pace. So this is us trying to extend our first stint. We expect to still be behind the likes of Bottas when we come in eventually. But right now, just push as hard as we can. Car has spun and sector 1. Who is it? Is it a safety car? That would be really helpful for Hamilton right now.
We have a yellow.
It's a yellow. It's Bottas. Bottas has spun, and that's going to be great for Hamilton. Great for Hamilton indeed, because Bottas, of course, was ahead of us and was going to undercut us. So that's looking like a fantastic result for us as we now push our way towards Perez, who doesn't have DRS in the car ahead, so we should be able to get past Perez now before the pit stops. Unless, of course, he pits right this instant, which is a distinct possibility. But we'll see. So Hamilton now being given the hurry up. It's hammer time, it's hammer time, it's hammer time. So we're going to go for deployment, we're going to go for full attack, and we're going to prepare a manoeuvre for the first pit straight here. As we now start to push to get past Perez. Here we go. Look at the speed difference now. We might be getting him before any DRS zones, because we are on the move. We have scythed our way past, and that is quite the bold manoeuvre there. Go on, push. Turn that down.
Think about increasing lifting.
Put your foot down.
Understood.
Let's watch that again.
Now just take a look at the McLaren.
We just came from nowhere. Round the outside of the intro to the stadium, and yeah, muscled our way past, and now we've got to stay in front, which hopefully won't be too much of an issue. But they've got a very fast approaching car there. Oh, and he's absolutely flown by, but we are not about to be undone here, hopefully, as we now battle towards the next corner. We do not have the DRS down this straight. Is it a double detection?
Red Bull moved up.
Could well be, yeah. He's pushing us wide onto the grass almost here. And we're now up at the inside. This is a battle and a half. Who shall remain supreme when all is said and done? Lewis Hamilton is ahead.
This is awesome work. Come on.
We need to get more than a second ahead of Perez before the next DRS. Attack! Attack on those tyres, Lewis. Attack, attack, attack! Because we need to get away from Perez. It's looking pretty quick when he's got that DRS. We need to be breaking that gap, breaking that second gap for the DRS here. It's 6/10 at the moment. We're out.
Low on battery.
Well, low on battery. That's probably part of the issue. Right, foot down. Here comes. Oh, this is going to be a done deal, isn't it? This is going to be a done deal. We have no battery, which is the biggest issue that we've got. A little bit of a cheeky block there, is it? Perhaps. I don't know, but this is looking mighty close. This is looking mighty. Ooh, almost like a touching there. Almost touched wheels. We're not having any of it. But Perez has got that DRS down this straight, but no, once again, we're not having any of it. Not on your Nelly, says Mr. Hamilton. Not on your life. We are not letting you by. We are trying our best to pull away. And then we have no battery left for the pit straight, which, as we've just seen, is causing quite an issue. Riding on board, of course, with Perez here, through this little section, through this battle. Not quite a second. Not quite a second, despite our best efforts. Oh, look at that! Look how close that's become. I think it's time that we started to have a bit of pushing here.
Maximum pace.
There's no way Max is winning this race. No chance. Come on now. Right, here we go. Here comes. Oh, look at this. Look at the difference here. Look at the difference. Yeah. Down the outside. No blocking off this time. Perez is going to sail on past, and this time we let him. I think this must be a double detection, because if Perez gets DRS down this straight again, Yeah, it's a double detection.
Red Bull gained a place.
2 DRS zones, but 1 detection point. So you get a double dose of it, which is rather unfortunate for Hamilton because Perez was ahead by the time it came to the 2nd DRS zone. So that gave him even more so of an advantage. Right, we're going to probably bring Hamilton in now. Me undercut Perez, in fact.
Box, box.
Gonna box this up.
And push these bloody tyres. You got Verstappen coming into the pits now. We'll bring Norris into the pits to cover
Pressure on. You can do this.
to cover this move off. That will be next time. So there's Verstappen putting on a set of hards for his one and only stop of the race.
100% pace, 100% pace.
So here comes Lewis. He's into the pits now as well from P6 at the moment. Hopefully to get the undercut on Perez. Here we go. Putting on that set of hard tyres. It's a good stop. 2.2 seconds is the stop. Right, riding on board with Norris because he's going to be coming in pretty soon. He's been given the order to push, push, push. So here's Hamilton. He comes out behind the likes of Ocon, Tsunoda, Vettel. I mean, have they already pitted?
Let's see
Oh!
what happened there. Now just take a look at the McLaren. Well, they've lost it. They've locked up.
What's he doing? What's he doing?
The team had such high hopes
He's
today.
just come out of the
What a
pits
shame.
and he's gone off the track at the first corner. I mean, he's still okay.
They've locked up.
He's
and
got
gone
no
straight up.
damage. Verstappen's locked up as
Let's have a
well.
look. Now here we see Max Verstappen. It's a lock-up, and that could be costly.
Cars going off left, right and centre here. So Hamilton has lost valuable time now. It's going to give Perez a massive breather. Norris coming in.
Okay, understood.
I was looking
just
at
reminds you use the pit limiter in there.
I was looking at the times at the side of the screen. So when Hamilton went off, I didn't notice it straight away. If you remember, if you noticed, I didn't notice him going off until it was like, is that our car in the grass? What's he doing? I didn't realise it was our car. I was looking at all the timing splits. Anyway, here's Lando Norris. And because Verstappen's had an incident, this is going to be absolutely fantastic for Norris's race. It gives him even more of a breathing room. And we don't have to go quite so aggressive. Because we have, look at the gap that we have. We've got 5 seconds to Verstappen because of that incident. Right, where does Hamilton feed into this equation?
Just be careful with this tyre.
He's gone off and lost a bit of time. But where's Perez? Perez is just coming out, so we're still behind Perez. Even with that spin. So can you imagine, without that spin, we'd have undercut him quite significantly because we must have lost about
Tsunoda boxed.
4 or 5 seconds from that spin. And yet here we are, still right close to Perez. But that's the issue. We're close to Perez. We're not ahead of Perez. So now we need to really get that strategy right to get past him because he is going to be slowing us down. Right, let's have a look at the cars ahead. Magnussen, Ocon, Vettel, they've all pitted. So we are in P10
In the pit lane now.
and we're going to have to pass a lot of cars to get any more points from this race. Just conserve his extra toys for when he really needs them. For right now, he's just going to hopefully manage that gap. Right, we're going. We need to push. We need to go. Go.
Think about less lift and coast.
Good stuff. And we should get the double dose of
just
DRS
experimental.
this time, so this is going to help us for a change. There you go. Hopefully we can use that
McLaren gain a
to
position.
pull away from Perez. So on the hard tyres, we are looking much more comfortable here, which is good to see. Go. We've got Magnussen right ahead of us. We need to catch him and make light work of him, ideally. Perez, we've got that second gap on him now. It could be crucial. absolutely crucial here as we continue our push.
The hot and temps just going to need some lift and coast.
Hopefully we can get within the DRS just for that pit straight. If we can just get in. I've turned the toys down. The gap is coming down. I think we might just have missed it, but we'll get some slipstream hopefully down the pit straight. If we don't get DRS, we'll get that could have been a detection line right there. Hopefully it was, because we were less than a second.
That is fastest lap.
Fastest lap, fastest lap. Okay, so we haven't got the DRS, but we have got definitely got a slipstream. There we go. Left, 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 right, left, left, right, left, right. Okay, here we go. We are within the DRS now. And looking, well, touchwood, looking good, as Verstappen has now pulled out a second gap to Leclerc here, and he will be on that charge looking to hunt down Norris, who's hopefully just managing that gap, to managing things quite nicely in the front. When Verstappen catches up, we'll put some speed into our manoeuvres, but right now we're just kind of playing the long game there. Okay, Magnussen, hopefully this will be light work. We're not having to push too hard with any of the toys at the minute, so hopefully we can make swift work of Magnussen without overextending ourselves here. We're definitely nice and tight. We'll try less lift and coast, but we will not push the tyres or the battery. Here we go. We've got the momentum. We've got the momentum. Now we're kind of topping out. We're kind of topping out now when it comes to the top speed. This is where our straight line speed is an issue. Wasn't helped by lack of battery there, but we've got a bit of battery now, and we've got double dose of DRS. Here we go. Can we make it stick down here? Got the momentum, but it's much more difficult to pass into this corner. I'm going to go full deployment and push here to see if we can get past at the place where we passed Bottas and Vesti, which was round here. Here we go. This is one of our favourite passing places on this track, but it's looking like we're not in the right position to do it this time. But let's just keep riding with Lewis right now. Can we? DRS down here. Quick blast of it. Oh, this is looking promising. This is looking promising. Here we go. Here we go. Swooping round the outside. Battery's low,
At the moment.
but it doesn't matter. There we go. Nice work. But the question is, will he take us back with that DRS down this very long straight? And the fact that we've got no battery, this is tight. We need to stay ahead going into this first corner. We need to stay ahead. It's looking mighty close, but Lewis maintains that position. Magnussen will get some more DRS, of course, down this straight. So all is not well just yet, and that looks much better. Hopefully now we can concentrate on putting our foot down once again. And honing in on Ocon, who's 2.5 seconds ahead of us. So yeah, Lewis Hamilton on those hard tyres is looking a lot more comfortable now. So yeah, next up, Ocon and Vettel. 4.5 seconds is the gap. Out in front, it's Norris, Verstappen, Leclerc, Danny Ricciardo there also. Struggling to keep up with the fastest cars at the moment. But the fastest man on the track at the moment does look to be Max Verstappen. But I'm sure that Norris has got this under control. He's just biding his time. Right, anyway, what we'll do is we'll rejoin when Hamilton is making moves on the cars ahead. Okay, folks, we're on lap 43. And we are stuck behind this gaggle of cars. Vettel, Alonso, Ocon, and we're stuck in P8. But we're trying to push our way past, and it's not working. Oh, we've tried conserving the battery, hence why we've got 70-odd%. We've been sat behind, recharging the battery, looking after the tyres. We were hoping to have a concerted push on this lap. We are still trying to have a concerted push. Going to switch to overtake mode here, see if we can get...
If we could have an overtake press.
Overtake press, see if we can get past down here. Alonso's tyres are quite more worn than the rest of us. Outbrake him! Outbrake him! There we go, we're pushing up through the inside here, we're pushing up through the inside. He's been pushed wide on the exit here. Come on! Come on, it looks like we're past, here we go. Here we go, go!
Such an awesome job, mate.
Go! We're past, we've got our way past Ocon, and now Alonso is next in our grasp.
McLaren gain a position.
Keep pushing. Can we get past Alonso now? We're a bit too far behind here to make a lunge, I would suggest, but we've got another dose of DRS down this next straight. Can we make it count then? We have tyre pushing, we have full engine mode, no lifting and coasting here. We've got the overtake button pressed. Here we go. Can we get Alonso into this corner? It's looking unlikely. But what we're going to do is we're going to go back to deploy. We're going to deploy as best we can around this twisty section. This is the sector where we have made most of our moves. So let's see if we can do it again. Alonso's tyres, 52%. We should have the better exit now when it matters most.
Overtake is
Let's
available.
have a look. Can we do it? Here we go. This is where we've got a chance. Look at the pace difference, but we've been blocked. He's blocked us. We've taken the wrong line here, and he's blocked us. Otherwise, we'd have been sailing on past there. That's a rather unfortunate set of circumstances, it must be said. Right, we've got to Ocon behind us, so we can't afford to be too tardy here. We've got no
So we have
battery.
at the moment.
We do have the DRS. Oh, it's a tough one now, isn't it? It's a tough one now. But the DRS from Alonso probably helping us keep ahead here of Ocon. I'm going to go neutral here. Just going to go neutral, balanced, standard. We're going to
Increase in lift and coast.
maybe just for a lap. Or I don't know. Do we go for it now? We've got much better tyres than him.
And we'll push.
There we go. Let's try again. Let's try again. We need to get past Alonso. If we get past Alonso, Vettel will fall next quite easily, and we should be fine. Come on, this is the vital move. We need to get it done ASAP. This is the vital move. Come on. This is the line we took last time. Last time we had more momentum, though. Yeah, look at that. We weren't anywhere near that time.
Just keep the pressure on Lewis. You can do this.
Come on, here we go. Don't back out of it now. Come on. Look, he's harvesting there, so that means that we should be able to get a really good exit here. Come on, that's it. Go wide, that's it. This should be it. This could and should be it. Force your way up, force your way through. Don't let him bully you. There we go, we're through, and now hopefully we can get past. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. We need to get up to Vettel here.
McLaren with a great overtake.
Oh, how close is he? We're fighting him off. Right, now Vettel's next, and Vettel doesn't have any DRS on any cars in front of him. We need to get past Vettel as quickly as possible, and then we need to go. We're jinking. Oh, we had the momentum, but we've been checked. That momentum has been checked. It's only a matter of time, surely now. Vettel looks like a sitting duck here. Still maintain a full push. We've got no battery left at all for this manoeuvre. completely and utterly nothing left to push with. But let's see what we can do. Can we make it up the inside? No. We're going to have to be patient here. When I say patient, I mean we're going to have to be patient. I reckon we need to just a bit of harvesting. Use that DRS to be pulled along.
But hot and temps just going to need some lift and coast.
This could be dangerous. Harvesting on this straight is not probably the most wisest of decisions. But we do get DRS ourselves, which will help us a little bit. But yeah, we're going to play the patient game now. This is a sector. We've got full overtake, full pushing, full tyre, pushing too. This has got to be it. We've got to set this manoeuvre up, Lewis. We've got to do it now. Go, go, go. Get a good exit. Go wide. Go wide. There we go. Full beans. Full beans. Full beans. And it looks like we're past. We are past. Taking it very wide there.
This is awesome work, Lewis. Come on.
And now we're just going to make this move stick.
McLaren gain a position.
With no battery. Nobody ahead of us with DRS to drag us along. He's going to get a double dose of DRS. Down this straight, then down the next one, which means that he gets past rather frustratingly.
Alpha gained a place.
We need to harvest. We need to be able to deploy down the straight when we pass him
Charge that pack.
in that sector. We're going to have to orchestrate a manoeuvre. I'll cut to when we do it.
Coast just a little.
Okay, so we've got Daniel Ricciardo in the pit. Coming in for another stop, is he? Is this a two-stop strategy? Ocon coming into the pits. Looks like people are coming in for a two-stop strategy here, which is very strange. We're up to P5. I mean, we have got 58% tyre life left, but are we going to be able to make it to the end? With Hamilton, it's looking a bit touch and go, but I don't think it's worthy of having another stop. Not quite so sure about that one, but anyway, we are up to P5. Other people have pit. Maybe they have put on some soft tyres or something? No hard tyres going on there. Bottas pitted. I don't know. Let's have a look at the tyre situation. People coming out on mediums, fresh mediums. Right, we are full pushing again. We are as close to Vettel as we can be. So the next lap. Can we get past? We haven't got much more fuel to push with, and tyres need to be conserved, and battery is running low, but here we go, we're trying again. Almost like an act of desperation as we cut inside here. Just don't get chopped. Just don't get chopped. We don't get chopped. We go past, and we've got a little bit of deployment. Not much, but we've got a tiny bit of deployment off that corner.
With a great overtake.
Can we now make it stick? We've got to keep ahead here. We've got to keep ahead, otherwise it's good night Vienna. We are ahead. We've got some deployment. Go, go, go. Oh, it's a merry dance that we are on here. But it looks like we have made it stick. Just need to get more than a second ahead, ideally. We're looking pretty quick. We're more than a second. And I think we're good. I think we're good. At least I hope so. I don't wish to be going through that drama again. We're up into P4 now. Vettel doesn't have DRS. He does have the slipstream though. Going to be quite tricky to pull away here. But I think we've got it. I think we've got it covered. Look at the cars behind. A Ferrari, a Red Bull, a Mercedes, all out of position a little bit. We are just trying in earnest to keep P4. We're 26 seconds behind Leclerc, a massive gap, but we've been working our way through traffic as best we can. And that's all we can do, is just now hopefully maintain this position. We're going to have to turn down the tyre pushing at some point. The tyres are not looking like they're going to make it. Kind of going to have to conserve the tyres a bit here whilst managing the gap to Vettel. This is not going to be an easy end to the race for Hamilton. But anyway, we'll cut to if anything happens, but hopefully we can conserve our tyres without too much drama to the car behind. Back soon. 2.4 seconds Verstappen to Norris. Okay, we've got an incident, lap 56, and it's looking like we've got a bit of a problem here. It's looking like we've got a bit of a problem with Vettel, who has got the DRS, was trying to pass us down the pit straight, but we've managed to hold him off here. It's looking tough. We've had to conserve the tyre. We can't pull away whilst we're conserving the tyre. We haven't got a lot of battery. The fuel is looking pretty grim, so as much as we're past Vettel, keeping ahead of him is going to prove so monumentally difficult. We really have not got the toys that we need to make this work. Okay, we're doing it again, folks, and this time he's going to get past. We're really struggling here. We can't.
That's a position gained for AlphaTauri.
Okay, we're going to do something a bit outlandish here.
Okay, so box.
And we're going to pit Hamilton
So this lap.
for soft tyres, because we're not going to get anywhere fast in our current predicament. So I'm thinking if we can put a set of soft tyres on him. Is it too late for this strategy though? Okay, is this a bit foolish? Because we're going to lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 positions. And we're going to have to make... We're going to struggle to get to the end of the race on these hard tyres without conserving them. If we conserve them, we're just going to keep getting passed by the cars behind us. Although, because we're in the DRS train, we could use that to drag us along while still conserving a little bit. Or do we just go for it? Do we just go for it? Soft tyres, big push. You know, let's have a look at the tyre life of these guys. 60, 35% for Alonso. Ricciardo's fine there. These guys are on 50 odd. We can afford to be on soft, pushing like a crazy man. %. I'm concerned about the lack of laps to do this, you see. That's the main issue. But do you know what? Bit of drama. Let's do it. We're doing it anyway. Do we cancel it or not? Let's do it. Come on. We're limping along here, and I'd rather be aggressive than cautious. Here we go. Could be foolish. But I'd rather do something bold than limp around with knackered tyres and conserve mode. Let's go on the attack. Put these fresh boots on and get ourselves out. And get ourselves, you know, foot down, pedal to the metal. So we're now in P11, which is where we anticipated coming out. But we have soft tyres on now, which will hopefully give us some real pace to work with. We can afford to push these tyres now. Let's have a look at the tyre strategy. Strategy view. Plenty of tyre life now. We can go full push. And even the engine mode, we can't push the engine, but we don't need to now. We've got the massive tyre advantage, and hopefully we can see where we can finish after making that pit stop. Make these tyres work for us and hopefully get our way back to where we were in that gaggle of cars. It could be tough. The gaggle of cars that we need to catch are now a little bit further ahead. We've got a Sector 1 incident. A safety car right now will be very glorious.
Got yellow.
What's it? Would it be glorious? Because they get a cheaper stop than we just did. So maybe it wouldn't be quite so glorious, actually. I don't know. Alonso's pitting too. His tyres were pretty short. We saw that. So this is going to be a very, very, very touch and go situation for Hamilton. He's sprinting to the end of this race on these soft tyres. He's got Ocon ahead of him, who's on 84% mediums, so they're not actually that bad. So getting past Ocon might be quite tricky here. But we have to get past him pretty quickly, because this strategy relies on us using these tyres to their full potential, and we're not going to be using them if we're stuck behind a car ahead of us. So completely and utterly need to charge here. Yeah, making up 12 seconds to Perez seems a bit optimistic, but we have got 11 laps. You know, a second and a half a lap. Is that possible? The chase is on. I'd rather be doing the chasing than limping around. So it was a bit of a bold strategy, but we're going to see what we can do with it. Poor old Norris hasn't had a look in today, but then again he's just been making his way around the field, cruising round, not a care in the world.
You have fastest lap.
Hamilton on the charge, fastest lap. 118.8, an extra point. Vital for that championship. Okay, here we go. Riding on board with Hamilton, who is the man on the charge here. He is the man with the fastest lap of the race. He's the fastest man on track right now. He doesn't have as many toys as he would like to use to get past cars, but nonetheless. We need to get past Ocon pretty quickly here. This is looking promising. This is looking promising. This is the grippy soft tyres at work here. This is those soft tyres working their wonders. We're past Ocon. Hopefully get a nice good drive off this corner.
McLaren gain a position.
We've actually got a bit of ERS as well. So there we go. We've made quick work of Ocon, and now we need to make forward moves towards Perez. Okay, folks, it's lap 64. We've started lap 64. We're still looking quite marginal with the fuel, in fact. We may have to conserve a little bit, but we are now within a second of Perez with 7 laps to go. So we have caught up to the cars where we were with better tyres. Yes, we still can't push the engine, but we can push the tyres now. We've got a little bit of... oh, we've got an incident there. What's happening?
Big lock up there.
Ricardo has gone off. off the circuit. That's another position gain for
Yellow
us.
flags ahead.
We're happy with that. Yellow flags, yellow flags. No overtaking just yet, but now the yellow flags are gone and we have soft tyres. We're against Perez with a hard tyre. We should get a nice drive here without having to do too much else. Let's see if Hamilton can make a move, make it stick, and make our way forward. This is where we need to be doing it if we are doing it. We've got another incident at Sector 1. What is going on at the back end of this race? We've got drama all over the place.
I think there's been a lockup.
It's Sonoda. I'm not interested. I want to get. We want to see if we're getting past here. Are we going to get our way past these vehicles? And do we need to conserve our fuel, or will it be enough just to keep it neutral? Here we go. Here we go. We are looking to pass Perez. Pressing the wrong key there. The drama. Ooh. These extra fresh soft tyres, we've got to make him count. Gotta make him count. Stay left. Stay left. So this is the issue that we had when we had, the previous set of tyres on. This is a problem. Is getting past these cars on this track isn't easy, but we have got those fresh tyres. Can we maybe even... Do we want to use a bit of deployment? I'm going to try one more time without managing the pushing here to see if we can get past naturally without tweaking too much. Let's see. So this is where we would normally do it. No, we need more, don't we? We need a bit more juice there. So in the next lap, we're going to give us a bit more juice. Give us a bit more juice to play with. So we've caught up. Now we need to find a way past. This was always going to be the danger with this strategy. Is finding a way past. But here we go. We're off that. You can see the momentum that we take off the last corner when compared to the car ahead of us. But we just can't get that top speed. And then we end up braking really early there. So we're going to continue to ride on board here with Lewis Hamilton as we make our way round. We've got 8th position and fastest lap so far, so we are picking up a few points. Will that be enough to keep us... Will that be enough to win the championship, actually?
5 laps to go.
It might not be. It might have to go to another race here if Norris continues to drive around and take the race victory and us take paltry amounts of points. But this is what we're going to be doing here. Deploying and attacking on the tyres as hard as we can, as we need to get past. This is a sector where we have been successful so many times in this race so far. We try again. We're taking it wide, but it's not looking close enough. The fuel is very marginal. In fact, we're going to run out of fuel. I'm quite concerned with the fuel situation here. Magnussen, Vettel battling. You got Perez there. You got Hamilton in there too. You've got Ricciardo who's caught up to the back of us. I mean, technically speaking, we could finish 5th here if everything worked out as well as it could do, but it's not. We're stuck. We're stuck. But all is not lost. Don't worry, folks. Mad dash to the finish, maybe. If we can get our fuel back on track. Harvest a bit of the ERS
Charge the pack.
whilst we're waiting. Right, we're back on to green there. We're back on to green, so we'll...
And think about less lifting coast.
I think we're going to have to get very aggressive here next couple of laps. One last little bit of ERS conservation and then we're going to go for it, I think. We're going to have to do. Right, we're off. We're off. Right, we're going to go full attack now for the next couple of laps. We're going to use the DRS when we get to our favourite part of the track, that final sector. Here we go. 2 laps now. Pedal to the metal. See how many places we can make. Right, deploy. Here we go. From here onwards. Hey, hang on. This is looking good. This is looking good. We're looking like we're going to get past here. Goodbye, Perez, hopefully. Goodbye, Perez, hopefully. Oh, no. No, that's right. Muscle your way past. Muscle your way past. We're not having that. Not a chance. We're not having that. Get out of my bloody way. Come on, here we go. 1 down, 2 to go. Continue to deploy. Continue to push. Continue to duck. Continue to dodge and weave and move. Come on, get it over. Tyres. Okay, here we go. Down the outside. Come on. Push, push, push. Push, push, push. Out brake. No. Up the inside then. Fine, we'll do it up the inside. Don't you screw with me. I'm not done yet. Here we go.
This is awesome work. Come on.
Come on indeed. Deploy down the pitch straight. ERS
So we have one
now
battery at the
empty, but DRS will be open. We've got the momentum. Here we come. Here we come. We're going. We've got past. We've got past. We're pushing. Go, go, go! Up to P5. This is probably as high as we get.
Such an awesome job, mate.
We're going to have to turn this conserve down, go to aggressive here.
Increasing lift and coast just a little.
Look at that, we're off. We ain't messing around. We are dancing off into the distance here. We're like, oh, science.
This is the last lap.
We can get science if we push hard enough, surely. Can we? Is it possible? Can we get Carlos Sainz? No way, surely not. 2.8, it's coming down. It's coming down pretty swift. It's full attack here. Wow, well, I think it was worth it. I think making that, maybe even if we'd have come in 2 or 3 laps earlier for that soft tyre stop would have been better. But I think making it in the end, even when we did, was definitely a good choice. As you can see, we've made the way past the cars that we were struggling to pass because of the fact we were having to conserve those hard tyres. So it did work out pretty well in the end. And you never know, if we can put our foot down this lap here, we may be able to have a quick peek at Carlos Sainz on this lap, as Lando Norris has led from flag fall to the checkered flag. Easy as you like. He's done what he needs to do. It's all he could do was win that race and see where his teammate finished. His teammate is finishing in P5 at the moment.
Okay, mate. Excellent job.
But will we get a look? Will we get a cheeky last look here? This is a sector where we make the moves. We are looking like we are too far away though. No. No chance, no chance, no chance at all here. We're pushing as hard as we can, but we're probably going to run out of fuel right on the line, to be honest with you.
Just going to need some lift and coast.
Literally, we'll pass the line and we'll be out of fuel. There we go.
We have a checkered flag now.
There's a long way to go, but let's keep pushing, guys. I believe.
There's a long way to go. two races. Oh boy, right, we have to heavily edit this video because it's going to be far too long. I've watched the entire race in 1 speed pretty much. Right, so there we go. Lando Norris wins the race. It was a comfortable one for him. Lewis Hamilton, a bit more, I say dramatic, but a bit more to do. Had to battle his way through the field. Took an extra pit stop, put some softs on, made a beeline for it. His best lap was a second and a half quicker than anybody else. Yeah, made up 11 positions. So 11 points for him, which I'm calculating here. If you look at the Drivers' Championship, the gap is 49. That's 49 points with 2 races to go. That means it's still mathematically possible for Lando to win this championship. Which means we will have to crack on and race in Brazil. We've got 2 races left. 2 races. Sao Paulo and Abu Dhabi, and the championship is less than 52 points is the gap. So that means, indeed it does, that Lando could technically, mathematically, still win the title if Lewis was to DNF and Lando was to win the next 2 races. So, we go on, folks, to Brazil, Sao Paulo. So, yeah, join me for that. Until then, I'll see you soon. Whew. Rearing research completed. Not that we're going to need it for next season, but it's nice to know. Oh, and front wing too. Happy days. See you soon.